I'm joined here by John Then Nolan and the Silver Fox. Now I'm Foxy. Fox.
Got to change my name.
I know. I noticed that earlier on as well. I was like, "Who the fuck is that person?" Oh,
I
shit,
pulled a Fran.
Better than what Fran's was.
Yeah, in fairness.
What we are here to do. This is basically our introduction to Nerds Are Us.
Hey. I was slightly worried that you
fanfare.
forgot the name there for a second.
I wanted to do a drum roll, but all
It's
I
like
haven't-
da-da-da-da. Nerds Are Us. Yeah, there we go.
our mascot's going to be a fucking giraffe, I think.
First I've heard of it.
No,
No.
No,
I've no
Oh,
giraffe here,
man.
so
Jeffrey
Yeah,
Giraffe, Toy Story or not Toy Story, Toys
Toys
R
R
Us
Us?
mascot. Yeah,
Toys R
Oh,
Us.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Toys R Us, Toys R Us.
Can,
No?
can we get something that might not get us sued by a larger company, maybe?
yeah.
Sponsored by. If I take off his jumper, so it's not.
It's
No,
like-
I can't do that.
Yeah, I
Tell
know
us
we're
what's
too early
planned.
to have an out of context fucking account, but really, that's a strong start already. Let me just take his jumper off there, right there. That's good. That's
No, that's a. We can have a peanut mascot. He's a monkey nut. He went nuts in New York. But we're
We'll let YouTube. Do you know what?
Uh,
Let's let YouTube decide, right? Let's let the people decide what the mascot is, right? We'll just have a poll somewhere. You decide what the mascot is because clearly we don't have a fucking clue.
It's gonna be a V card.
Oh. Yeah.
Right. So he wants
Moving
to,
on.
yeah. I think I've done my fair share now on this point. For someone who wanted to be a secondary character, I've kind of taken over here.
You did your
Okay.
bit.
Yeah,
did
you
your
tried.
I
bit.
did my
That's
bit. Now everyone's gonna see that I truly am not the workhorse of this because I'm just gonna chill.
Yeah, chill and tear up your audio equipment at the same time. That's
At
great.
least I turned off the Sims. That's one good thing.
That's good. Yeah, at
I'm
least.
slightly
True.
professional. I'm
At least
slightly
you're actually like
professional.
looking at it properly. Like,
Yeah.
I'm glad that at least one of us is taking this shit seriously. Honestly, like it's good. To see.
I'm looking at this like at least like you kind of have a somewhat like professional type setup, whereas I'm just like chilling in my room. I don't even have decent like I have better lighting. I just couldn't be arsed to turn it on.
I
should
don't know
probably
if
go
you
turn on the
realize my
better light.
professional setup here, but I'm sitting above a light here that makes my head look like it's glowing. That's not a professional setup. Like,
I thought that was an orb. Is that not an orb of like Thunderbird 1?
1 is about to fucking pop out of here. Like.
No, it's not even Thunderbird 1. Professor X is gonna come up behind you and it'll be like, what was that
To be
called?
fair, I'm actually on a wheelie chair as it is. So I could
Cerebro.
actually just-
you're a
So-
mutant. You're a mutant,
You're a
John.
mutant, Jonathan.
Hello, welcome to Nerds Are Us. I'm Sir Patrick Stewart. I endorse
I'm
this
gonna
channel.
have to turn on the proper light. Hold on. Keep talking.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Okay,
I'll just rescue this fucking thing. All right, fine.
Yeah,
Um,
rescue
go-
it
go
while
for
I
it.
go.
So as we were saying, this is supposed to be a sort of an intro, hello, how's it going type of channel video where we're going to basically explain what this channel is all about, because presumably in the near future we'll have done all the necessary social media to let you know that this channel now exists and that we're going to create
heard
some
a word.
absolutely hot content in that result. So over the last few like days and weeks, we've been kind of brainstorming ideas that we think will land, and hopefully you'll agree with us as you see them. So we're trying to do a bit of a mix of podcast and video content is the best way of putting it. So I suppose we better start off with kind of the podcast we plan to be doing. You probably don't know me because my own channel has 111 subscribers. Hang on, let me just check.
That's a weird flex. That's a
110
really weird
actually.
flex.
Fuck, 110 bastards.
Oh, you
Right.
lost someone.
I lost one.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a bot. We
Gotta
always
get
a
that
bot.
ego boost.
Yeah,
I should probably subscribe.
yeah, please do.
the pity
The
subscription.
pity subscribe. What I'll do is I'll subscribe. I'll subscribe on like the 3 YouTube accounts that I have, and then periodically I'll like drop it each
Drop
time.
one,
So
yeah,
you're like,
yeah,
why
yeah.
am I? Yeah,
That's good.
It's like,
That's
why is
good.
my
Because
follower-
that fucks up the algorithm. Like if it's static, that's bad for a YouTube channel. If it's up and down, that means something's happening. YouTube's shit that way. He says as he's launching the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
As he's launching a YouTube channel.
Like putting us at a great start there.
Yeah, exactly. But as I was saying, like I've had my own channel going for maybe 3.5 years, and it's basically just like a bit of crack amongst my own mates, basically, which is why we don't take it nowhere near as seriously as we should do. But on the plus side, recently I've done a couple of podcasts on my own channel and on other sites as well. So I suppose I kind of better start off by saying that the 2 podcasts I'll be contributing to this are 2 that are out already-ish. Was my football podcast, which is called That Was Liquid Football, which I am extremely proud of because I was able to nickname off Paddy Power before they bagsed it. So, and I'm not even joking, by the way. I literally just bagged the name, and a week later they launched it, and they had to call it something else on Spotify. So I'm very, very proud of that. So there's that. I'm gonna be. We've done like about 20 episodes or so, but I'm not going to flood the channel with like old episodes that are obviously well out of date. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cherry pick which I think is the best episode we've done, just so you can get a bit of banter between myself and my 2 colleagues, which are Neil and Bertha, who are on the Monday Madness channel if you want to check them out. And I'll kind of upload the one so you can kind of get an idea of what we're like, basically. The other podcast is something that's been, we have 3 episodes out as time of recording. And that is our Pokemon, I guess, watch through, if you want to call it that, which is called the Jellyfield Dono. And anyone who's on the Low Blows Network will know that quite well because we did, again, 3 episodes of that, and then some sort of fucking pandemic happened in between, which kind of curtailed matters. But we're back recording, and I'm going to put them on the channel as well. So that's my contribution to everything. I suppose, Foxy, do you want to chime in with your own podcast here so we can?
Yeah, so like on my side of the scale, so to speak, I am contributing my current podcast, which is the Foxy Bros podcast. Is currently 6 episodes that are already out and available, but from now on they will be contributed not only in audio format but as a video format for the channel. And the podcast is essentially like a loose chat, like with friends, just to have fun, talk about stuff that we're fans of, or just to get bits of history for people that may not have know as much about certain topics. So that's my contribution for this channel. So hopefully you like it. Hopefully.
Yeah. No, I have to say, I've been on the Foxy Bros. It's a very good listen, especially the one I was on. So we were on.
Actually, I find that my one is actually a better listen now. To be honest. Although I'm not biased in anything here. Foxy, it's just well we have a referee. I don't know if it's the same setup. I actually don't know if we're on the same setup on this one, but like it literally is me and Jonathan side by side, and then Foxy like on the bottom in between.
Yeah,
so like it does actually look like we're ready to fight. Yeah, grand. Yeah.
Actually, I could just do this, and you could kind of like do that, and we could just have that as a thumbnail if that works. Just like do generic like fucking poses. Yeah, there we go. That should be enough.
Oh my god, we are nerds.
Yeah. Well, that's not. I do believe that's the whole point of the channel, Amy.
I always thought I was living that ironic life, but it turns out I actually am a nerd.
No. I kind of forgove that idea when I lost the fucking hair, so I now look the part as well.
Do you wear the glasses as well?
No, thankfully not. I'm not that bad. Wait until I get.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'll get hit by a laser next year, and then I can finally have massive jam jars like fucking Harry Hill.
Wait until you get to our age, and then you'll be like, just calm apart.
Stop.
Our age?
Our age,
like.
Sorry, hold on, lads. What the fuck was the first thing I said to you? Like, I actually legit brought up to you is my serious medical condition that I had to Google. Can I pull a groin muscle? I didn't even do anything. Like, I literally just crossed my legs, and like, all of a sudden, I have pain.
Apparently, this happens when you're 30. I don't know. I wouldn't know yet. So.
What kind of stretching are you doing? Jesus Christ.
I think it's the stretching that I'm not doing that's causing all of this. Literally, I went from a cross-legged position to standing up, and my body just went, no, you're not allowed to do that without any pain anymore.
Did you hear like a Family Fortunes as you're just getting out of bed? Was that it?
Just a pop.
Yeah.
Here, that happened to me hip. Honest to God, like, I'm falling apart. I woke up one morning and like, I like literally like threw my legs over the bed, and then I just heard this noise, and I was like, "Oh, my hip just clicked." That was horrible. But yeah, that all awaits you, Jonathan. All awaits you.
I've already there. Like, let's not sugarcoat it.
So like obviously like Now I've contributed that. Now, Amy, would you like to
Yeah,
share what?
actually, I realized I hadn't done mine. So my contribution of the podcast, obviously, I'm going to be doing stuff with the lads as well. But my kind of little solo project, which I will force the lads to partake in, is going to be the box set. What's that you say? It's pretty much kind of what it says on the tin. Okay, we are going to be going back through some of our favorite TV shows. We're starting off with the cartoons, and we're going to move our way in. Movies, games, videos, whatever you want. I'm into it. You're going to be into it too. That didn't go the way I planned it to go. I had it like...
It was a lot more erotic.
I was like, this isn't the way I planned it. And then all of a sudden I could hear like Morty in my head when like he gets the toxins removed. Yeah, man, you just got to do what you got to do. You don't want to
son of a bitch. I'm in.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
But yeah, so it will be kind of like, think of it like as a trip to your childhood memory lane on this, that we're going to be going back through some of the better 90s cartoons, and all the way up to where we are now, the best and the worst, and all in between.
Exactly.
That's going to be what I'm going to do. So you'll get to listen to me talk constantly.
The guest won't have a chance.
Yeah.
The guest won't have a chance. You'll just hear Amy for that entire duration.
And then, like, eventually they'll just be, all you'll hear is, yeah, from my guest. That'll be it. Like, they'll just agree with me.
Oh, remember that? That was deadly.
Yeah. I'm talking.
Yeah, like most of our podcasts are fairly free flowing and improvised, except Amy's gonna be heavily scripted, and all you guests are gonna say, yes, I agree.
Okay, that would be an ecumenical matter. No,
we need that for the
I have it in the box set. Okay, I have it in the box set. Right.
Okay.
But no, it will be more or less kind of just kind of going through the cartoons of youth and just enjoying the thrill that they have.
Exactly.
And not only that, like, we separate things. We're also contributing, like, as we've kind of touched on, group shows or different shows that will involve all of us at certain points. So, like, as an example, so Jonathan, do you want to go through one or two?
Yeah, sure. Like I said, my wheelhouse on my own personal channel has been Let's Plays. So we just pick a game, record us playing it, and kind of just like shooting the breeze during it. So it's I wouldn't say it's a relatively outdated concept on YouTube. It's been done for the last 15 years, but we're very late to the show in that sense. But what I am going to chip in is a kind of an idea I've had for a good few years, but I'm the only, with one exception, the only wrestling fan on in my friends group. So I haven't been able to do this. My idea is...
Excellent fan.
Oh, they're the ones that are nerds. They're not the...
what the fuck? Like, who the hell watches wrestling?
Not anymore, anyway. So this is an idea I've had for a while, which is to go through all the old SmackDown games, starting off at, let's say, maybe Just Bring It or Shut Your Mouth, and play through the career modes of each game and see what bizarre alternate history we come up with. It's a concept I'm calling the Mirror WWE Universe. And the whole premise is basically like there's, I guess the gimmick is that something different has happened, and that's causing this weird, absurd timeline where like wrestlers are peaking at different times and so forth. So like my initial kind of idea was like, well, what if Stone Cold went to SmackDown instead of Raw back then, or whatever it is? And then that's your kind of like your butterfly effect through the years. But like initially, this is still kind of a very fluid idea, but the whole plan is to basically play through on the career mode as a certain wrestler, and we might decide that by poll. I think that's a nice, fair way of doing it. We'll just give like 4 decent candidates we think for the show itself, for the game itself rather, and basically let the people decide, and whoever wins the poll is who we re-roll as for that game, and then re-roll then for, let's say, Here Comes the Pain and then SmackDown versus Raw, and just see what kind of weird and wonderful careers happen to these wrestlers. Maybe Chris Jericho does win the world title when he should have been, or maybe Booker T should have beat against Triple H, that sort of stuff, whatever the like weird, because the storylines get very fucking weird into the SmackDown versus Raw period. So I'd be fascinated to see who kind of comes out smelling like roses, and that should be good. Speaking, I suppose we kind of stick with the wrestling vibe actually, Foxy, for this one. This is one of my favorite ideas we have. Because I think it's something that could really take off if it works, basically.
Yeah, if it works, great.
Yeah.
When it works. Come on, have a bit more faith in yourselves, guys.
So yeah, Foxy, how about we tell the people about something we're calling Watch Graps With Me?
Yeah, so like the idea just like it came about with. Now I had an initial idea to watch the good, the bad, and the absolute weird of wrestling and just rip the piss out of it. But then when we did a test run, it didn't quite work out fully. Like it didn't click completely.
Guests.
Yeah, it was our fault.
It was the guest's fault. We got sidetracked far too easily.
Yeah.
It was
shiny red ball.
Too many masks.
But like
too many masks.
But no, like through it like came this concept that Jonathan like coined it by saying watch Graps With Me. Basically taking the Come Down With Me concept and just using it for wrestling.
Yeah.
And in it we are going to, so each one of us is going to bring a certain like type of match to the table, and depending on either by a poll or by a roll the dice or whoever it is that decides, they'll be the guest, they'll be the pick for the one show.
Yeah.
And then we'll repeat the cycle for the next till everyone has a go.
Yeah.
But we'll go and watch all different types of wrestling. Could be watching.
That's the idea. Yeah.
Could be watching something from Japan. Could be watching Mexico. Bits of everything.
Backyard.
Yeah, exactly.
Backyard as well.
Yeah, because the whole idea is that
the unknown.
The unknown, from parts unknown, even.
Yeah.
But like the whole idea would be that like again like someone kind of like serves as the host and sets the tone, the theme for the episode. Let's say, so we could say, oh, let's do let's just spitball in here WrestleMania matches. What was your favorite WrestleMania match? And then everyone picks their one, and we rate it as if we agree on it. So if we totally agree, 100%, it's a 10. If we don't agree with it, it's a 0. And then whoever has the highest average wins that round. So it is like basically it comes down to the format really. And like I said, I'm really looking forward to it because even though we get on quite well, but we do have like different tastes in wrestling, which is good.
Very different
else we get on.
Like,
yeah.
But it's part of the fun because like, at least now we can kind of see like, okay, which is gonna unite us in that sense.
Exactly. What's the kind of the barometer like?
Yeah. What's gonna be the middle ground that joins us all?
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'm pretty sure I have it already. I know exactly what it is that's going to unite us all, and
you're very confident about that. We'll have to wait.
I'm always confident. No, I'm telling you now. This is a sure. We're allowed to swear. Yeah, we can swear. This is a sure fucking fire way, like that we can unite everybody, because I'm pretty sure this is the only wrestling that doesn't have like a history. It's new. It's fresh. It's never been seen before. It's going to bring us all together.
Okay. Again, we'll have to wait until the first episode of wrestling when it is safe to do so.
Again, this will be edited if I'm wrong.
I'll just have the text come up scandal pending whenever Amy talks. Be easier.
just a closed caption just below her. It's like, please.
The views of Nerds or Us are not shared by.
Please note that this was before Scandal of 2020. Part 2 hit. Like it will be like there probably will be a few disclaimers at some point.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, like obviously the one message you should take from this episode, from this video, is never to take anything we say seriously. Because if you do, then you're gonna have a bad time when we do get.
You're gonna have a bad time.
You're gonna have a bad time. Yeah, do not take us literally or else. So I suppose in that sense,
what are you threatening people for?
No, I'm just saying, like, don't take me literally. That's all. It's fine.
But not only that, and then we like obviously like with the wrestling side, like we have that, but we also like we have a few others in mind. One is we're gonna be doing the comic books and beyond, where we talk about like obviously like with comic books, but during the course of the conversation, it's gonna go
on a few tangents.
Yes, it's gonna go different places. Like it could go to movies, could go to TV, could go to like video games, could be anything. But like it generally starts with comic books, and we're gonna see it kind of takes the same formula as my podcast, but it's
more comic focused.
Yes, it's more comic focused.
Yeah.
But like we see where the conversation takes us, and I think that's fair to say that it's all the podcasts tend to be that we're going to be presenting to everyone here. So hopefully, if you like it, we would love to hear like people's opinion about it, like what they like, what they don't like, or what you think we could change to make it better. But like, but in the meantime, we're gonna release a couple shows every so often, and hopefully you like it.
Yeah, like you gotta kind of get an idea of what we're kind of aiming for, at least with the first episode, and then obviously, like if you like it, then do the usual YouTube stuff, and if not, then we'll know. We can do, okay,
to be fair, it probably won't stop us from doing it. We're
no, it won't.
we need stuff to do. Like, let's be honest with you, okay? Like, we're really fucking bored, right? So if you've got ideas, you bring them to our fucking table, okay? Because
we are open for business.
So aggressive with your like pleading.
Give us ideas or else.
You say, Helen, you say open for business. I don't really like that choice phrasing. I'm going to Harvey Weinstein you now very soon. I'm just going to pop you down on the Me Too list.
I do love... No. That is a magnificent thing. I do love when people use Weinstein as a verb. It's just fantastic. It's just great use of the word now. I hope
to be fair, like, I will actually say this. I mean, like, one thing will happen, and then just every scandal in the entire world will come out. For example, Hugh Hefner died, and then all of a sudden the Me Too movement started.
Oh yeah, he is dead. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I just forgot.
Yeah, he was legit keeping all those damn dirty secrets. Like, as soon as he died, the grotto exploded, and every sex scandal in Hollywood made it. Oh, I moved. Oh.
And that's the last time Amy's gonna be talking about Playboy on this channel, because obviously,
God, do you think it's his ghost?
It brings pain. Pain.
Oh my God, it's his ghost.
What, Patrick Stewart is behind you? What?
You never know where he could be hiding anywhere.
No, he's not in there.
No.
I really do like that flag.
Okay.
Moving on. So as I said, like, we do have a kind of I suppose like a watch along for wrestling, but we do have different types of watch alongs as well. I suppose like we better describe what we mean by Weekend at Amy's. I think it was the working title. I don't know if we're sticking to that or not, but that's what I have on my list here.
So it's basically what we do is we're just going to watch a load of porn. No.
That was the wrong answer.
I'm sorry. I'm going into business by myself. Okay, I want those subs. So So Weekend at Amy's is basically this is kind of where my favorite thing is. So beyond wrestling, I'm really into my movies. So what I've decided to do is we will do our own little watch-alongs, our own critique of movies, basically kind of just shoot the shit with a load of friends. Originally, what I wanted to do was I thought maybe we could just do the bad movie takes, but it's been done. And at this point now, I'm just like, we're just going to do anything and everything. We are going to, so it will be basically a few drinks with friends, a few watch-alongs, and we're just going to completely tear these movies apart. And I think some people will be, any of the sci-fi movie fans that are out there, okay, this shit's going to be for you, because I'm right there with you. But yeah.
I have a few to contribute as well, and I can totally attest to that. I have some, we have some shit in the closet that needs to get out.
I am legit going to find a fucking copy of that one I described to you, and I want that to be my first fucking episode. The
pilot, yeah. That's a pretty impressive pilot, I'm not gonna lie.
Honest to God, it's an absolute hidden gem, Foxy. You look so concerned.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I will explain it to you beforehand. So like, I'm not going to tell people now what it is, because honest to God, it will fucking ruin it. But
but that's part of the fun. I don't know what it's going to be, so therefore,
you're either going to fucking hate me or you're going to love me until the end of time. Like, honest to God, this is one of those movies where it's like you're either
very binary choice,
love it,
one or the other,
or you're going to fucking hate it. But honest to God, lads, this is a fucking movie I think everybody should see, because it's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. It's kind of appropriate you mentioned that, because I'm kind of doing the exact same thing with video games. Now, I've had like I have a bit of a reputation in my group for having a certain weird type of taste in games, where I always tend to go for obscure stuff and not the popular shit. Like I'm not like I can look at my cabinet here, and not actual porn. Like get your mind out of the gutter, man.
I'm gonna get eventually at one of these points. I am gonna like just get someone to watch porn. I will figure out a way of doing it.
If you say enough.
Oh my god! I actually have it. No, I have it. Oh my god! I'm a fucking idiot. No, actual porn. I know how to do it. There are 4 particular movies that are mainstream movies that are so shit, but they're full-on porn movies as well. So I actually can get you to watch porn.
How awkward this is gonna be, but yeah.
Do you know what?
If you want, I actually also have the books as well. If you just want to lend it in beforehand, so you can like compare how it goes to the movie.
No.
I mean, it's enticing.
I have a feeling everybody knows now which ones these are. They're fucking shit, but you have to keep watching them once you start. I saw these movies in the fucking cinema. Okay, if I have to fucking suffer, you all have to suffer.
I think I know which ones now.
So. Unfortunately, so do I.
Yeah. Right, but yeah. Continue, Jonathan, please.
Yes, as I was saying, I tend to go for very like obscure games over popular games. Like I can look at my cabinet now and I've got like unpacked versions of Doom and fucking Death Stranding. Haven't touched them, right? But if you tell me about a weird game that nobody's ever heard of from like the mid-90s, I'll play that first because it sounds really interesting to me. Hence why I've come up with what I'm calling the game gallery, where I'm basically going to go into pits of obscurity, pick out something, play it, record the playthrough, and then all of us are just going to sit back and watch it, basically, as if it was like a kind of a movie night. This one I'm willing to spoil. Like I will tell you my pilot because I think people will want to hear about this one, right? So I want you to picture in your mind a futuristic Manhattan, right? And there's a serial killer on the loose, and he's based himself off Jack the Ripper. And in amongst this, your main character is an investigative journalist who has an in with the Ripper. The Ripper keeps telling him his clues, right? So through all this, he's trying to find suspects and find out who the Ripper is. In amongst this, right? This is a full motion video game, as in it's fully acted out over a blue screen, right? And I mean blue screen because that's how old this game is. And it features an all-star cast in the video game, right? Names such as Karen Allen, who was Marion in Raiders of the Lost Ark, Burgess Meredith, who was Rocky's trainer, Paul Giamatti in one of his first gigs before he got famous, John Rhys Davies, Gimli from Lord of the Rings, and he's there for a grand total of 5 minutes and still gets top billing in the credits. It features the music of Blue Oyster Cult, and when I mean the music, I mean the one song, Don't Fear the Reaper. Yes, the one with the fucking cowbell. And I do mean cowbell because the main star, the guest star in this game, is Christopher fucking Walken, and he plays he plays a corrupt, like dickhead cop, and he hams the whole way through. It is a work of art that I cannot put into words.
I'm actually genuinely so fucking excited to see.
It's like, so fucking good. Like no one like this is like the 4th time I play this.
Like I'm not gonna lie, like I'm excited to see this.
Yeah.
Just as excited I am to show you my movie.
Yeah,
well,
it's the same.
Movie,
it's the same energy.
But like my movie pick. Sorry, I'm not. Yeah, it's not that.
Didn't know you were a director all of a sudden.
I'm so glad you took that the other way because I know a lot of people won't.
I know. Someone had to.
Yeah, exactly.
You know when you hear something back, it like as you're saying it, you're trying to pull it back, and you're like, it's just gonna keep going.
This now has legs, unfortunately.
Yeah. It just keeps going.
Yeah.
Look at that. It just keeps on going.
Love it. But yeah, and like that's kind of the regulars, if you want to call it that. And we do have kind of like some kind of once-offs that we are planning as well. So every now and then we're going to do the occasional kind of Jackbox game session for like a kind of like as a kind of a wind down, let's say, or just something to entertain you all. Like we will have kind of like a regular. Yeah, exactly. We'll have kind of a regular.
Kidding,
kind of...
Foxy. I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh my god.
I was trying to power through, but it didn't work. But yeah, like that's the whole plan. We'll do like the occasional round of Quiplash or Trivia Murder Party or Survive the Internet, which we're big fans of, and see how that goes. If it's broadcastable, we'll see. If not, then it'll be something that we will talk about and we'll never show. So you'll know it's.
Or we'll do highlights. We'll do
very highly edited highlights.
It will literally be a highlight of us logging on to play the game, and then the very end of it, and then the very end of it, where half of us are like, "Well, fuck you! How fucking dare!" Like, just because my math skills weren't up to par, you fucking do. And then
yeah, the edited highlights of like a 3-hour session will just be a GIF of like 3 clips. It's like done. Like, share, and subscribe.
Like what will happen is someone's camera will just be like, and then just go black.
Nothing has happened. We also have if you're subscribed to Butch on Twitch, who's a good friend of ours, we have acquired the exclusive rights to his worldwide wrestling RPG Arse, Absolutely Rapid Sports Entertainment, and his
we named it Arse.
We did actually name it Arse, didn't we? And his show, I can't remember the name of completely. I just know it ends in Impactful Tuesdays. Yeah, it's the pseudonym is shit. So we're basically going to have episodes of our shit on the channel as well. Whenever they're basically
super high intensity Tuesdays.
That's something along those lines. I think the acronym changes every week. To be honest with you, so we're gonna do them like ourselves. We all have our own characters. We all like cut promos and like wrestle matches, which is
try to wrestle matches.
Some of us are more experienced than others. Foxy, I don't know if you can.
No, I mean like we try to. I'm talking about myself here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put this into real layman's terms. For someone who has 26 years of experience as a wrestling fan, yes. I know very fucking little about wrestling, and right, booking a match is really, really hard when all you're focusing on is the roll of a fucking dice. Okay.
Yes, that's it. And let me say that dice can be a fucking cruel mistress at times. Like,
frog splash, like a fucking frog splash. Like.
We're never letting that slide, by the way.
But we digress about it. Like,
the tadpole, like that's what I should have called it, the tadpole splash,
or the whoopsie daisy, as it turns out.
The fucking fail, all right. It was an absolute fucking fail. It was a body flop. That's what it was. It was a body flop.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. But yeah, like it's kind of gone through a few iterations. But Butch is now streaming them live on Twitch every Tuesdays, I believe, unless something changes in the meantime. And they are great fun to watch, no doubt about it. They're even funner to be part of. So whenever we do have the copy of them, basically, we'll upload onto the channel, and you'll see it then whenever you want to, and follow the storylines and the high drama that entails from all of our colourful characters. That's pretty much it. There's one more thing one more idea I'm going to throw to you guys as well. And it's something I've done on my channel quite a bit, but I think you guys will totally enjoy this. And it's something I call the drink and play. And it's pretty much as the game as the name implies. We're going to play a game and apply drinking rules to it, and see who falls first, basically. We'll make up the drinking rules. Like the way we used to do it on my own channel was, the more people that are in the room, the more drinking rules there are, which is a double-edged sword at best. But let's say on a day where we're doing a whole lot of stuff, then if there's 4 or 5 people in the room, everyone throws in a drinking rule, and it can be a pretty good sign off to the evening. Not gonna lie. So I think I have a few good candidates for that, and I'm sure like tons of people in the comments might have even better suggestions if they tried it themselves. But I think it's something that you guys will pretty enjoy, because I know for a fact it was pretty good on our side. So
it sounds fun. Like I'm actually excited about it.
It really fucking was, dude. Like you will not really appreciate Pokemon Snap again if you're sculling back pints after a really sick picture of a Butterfree. Like I cannot stress that enough. Like the actual art of photography really takes on a different form when you're fucking hammered, right?
Every time you hear with a piece of fruit, you have to take a drink. Yeah, every time you take a photo, you have to drink.
Oh no, we did have that was our first initial rule, and I down the
it's
bottle
dangerous.
in minutes.
It's dangerous.
That was bad.
I think
It's a
my
bad
liver
idea.
just cried a little bit there.
It's just like, no, please, no.
It's like, I thought you were done with your drinking lockdown phase. No, honey, I've just gotten started.
No. The joke is that it never actually ended. It was still going all this time. So yeah, that's kind of those are the bulk of the ideas we have. I'm sure, like whenever we have another one, we'll throw it out there and see what it thinks. So I think we're kind of gonna try and do like these kind of like monthly kind of like recaps as well, just so we can have a general banter episode, let's say.
Yeah.
Or
kind of like this, where we were explaining about it, but like we're giving everyone the general gist of what we want to do, what we want to present to you, and
someone derails it, but we get back on track.
Yes, exactly.
I'm the derailer.
We noticed.
I just want to get people like really, really clear into like this is literally what my entire role is in this.
Yeah. It's not even a gimmick either. This is just what
distraction. She's like. No, it's not. This is literally what I am like. The fact that they actually wanted me to still do this with them it's kind of fucking really shocking now, to be fair.
Admirable, yeah. It just shows you how much patience and tolerance we have for you.
I think they just wanted to be able to have boobs on a podcast, to be fair. I'm okay with that.
Look, if it gets us clicks, I don't give a shit, right? We'll use any undermined tactics we can get, right? It's YouTube. Just fucking aim for the lowest and hope for the best.
No comment.
So to you, our hopeful fans, this is what we say. We're aiming lowest and hoping for the best.
Yeah, put that on a fucking t-shirt. Yeah. If that's not a mission,
that could be your new word.
What's our motto? Aim low, damn right.
So yeah, that's pretty much it then for this. This introduction. So feel free to subscribe and feel free to check out all of the stuff we're going to put on in the next couple of days and weeks and months and hopefully a year. Like if we get a year out of it, doing well, really, aren't we? Like I'm eternally optimistic here.
If look at it this way, if we manage to get through this entire thing and our friendship hasn't suffered or broken because of it, I that's a win.
Okay? I think that is, yeah.
That is a win.
So. Yeah.
Okay. By the way, Foxy, why have you stopped responding to my text messages? By the way, okay, like I'm not really appreciating this already. I'm sensing like.
Why are you trying to get a scandal out of me? Jesus Christ! I'm not like the others.
That's why I'm like, you're the only one that hasn't got one yet. Like,
there's plenty out there. Like, why are you trying to get one out of me?
Exactly. Foxy is far too neutral to have beef, man. He's practically vegan. Like what are you even doing? Honestly,
we better stop this before we get in trouble. Jeez.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, you gotta knock at the fucking door. Anyway, so thank you for subscribing to Nerds Are Us, and we'll see you for the next video or podcast, whatever comes first. Until then, I've been Jonathan. That's been Amy.
Foxy.
That's been Foxy.
I've been Amy.
Yeah, and we have been complete fucking nerds. See you next time.
Bye.